Think traps will just slap it down anywhere and reap the benefits?
Nope.
Let me show you how to maximize their success rate. What's up guys, it's Jpeasy, and if you want to improve your Rainbow Six Siege game, click that subscribe button so you can see my guides, tips, and analysis videos go live. Trap placement is an aspect of Siege that many people don't pay attention to when setting up their defense, but if done properly can not only score you some free damage, but also place you in a position to get easy kills. In this video, I'll be going over gadget placement for Capcan, Frost, and Ela to maximize their effectiveness and minimize the enemy team's ability to clear them. Traps in Siege serve multiple purposes: to provide information, clear utility, and if they're not really aware of the surroundings, to weaken, injure, or kill enemies. As a trap operator, your job is to maximize the chances of your traps going unseen, and therefore the enemy team running into them. Starting with Capcan, we can see what a good versus bad trap is. In this situation, attacking Consulate, one of the common high traffic footpaths, is going from Visa towards the circle stairs. And as I'm approaching, you can see clear as day on the right hand side this Capcan trap. It's in my direct line of sight. If I'm scoping up, if I'm looking towards wherever, it's still going to be in my line. Nothing's going to be blocking with that Capcan trap. That is a poorly placed Capcan trap. It's high, it's eye level. Nothing about that trap is well placed. Now from the exact same push, now we don't see a trap. More often than not, people are going to be hugging this wall in order to protect themselves from that left side, protect themselves from the corridor, protect themselves from above. So this trap, even though there is one right here, is still out of view. And then they're probably going to have their gun up, still blocked by the arm, still blocked by the arm until you reach this point. So still you start coming out and peeking, this trap is completely hidden, and at that point they're probably got tunnel vision. So this trap, much safer, much better option. Same thing goes when coming up the circle stairs. Any trap on this left side door would be perfectly in their line of vision and easily detected. But if you put it down to the right, they have to almost cross the door frame and before they can see it. And most likely, if they're pushing, it's going to be too late. Their sights are going to be up. They're going to be actively engaging the enemy. So they're going to most likely hit that trap. So here we're going to show two different examples of first a awful Capcan placement, and then a superior, perfect Capcan placement. So as you walk in the door, you can pretty much spot this right away. Right on here. First of all, the contrast between the light gray and the brown, and then the light gray and the red, depending on your position, gives that Capcan trap away pretty quickly. Also, you can see it from a very far distance. You have a long time to kind of fixate it and catch it at any period of time as you're moving here. So this would be much better even closer here, but still this doorway in general, not the greatest replacement. Well, that's going to get shot pretty much instantly. Now, as you come and approach this door frame, typically the bombs in here, you're worried about this. Specifically, see, it's actually really well blend in, the Capcan peeking there. So you'll be worried about having the engagement here. And then even if you get in, you can barely see out of the right hand corner this Capcan. First of all, reason it's awesome is it's placed on the right hand side where you're in the middle of engagement, not focusing, but also the pot that's even dead on angles. Still can't see it, still can't see it. Now here you can just start to make it out. It's perfectly camouflaged by that pot. So if you're playing with a Capcan, don't break the pot. Leave that there. It makes it a very strong placement. This is ETH. He's my Frost main. Something that I was introduced to from his play is his placement of Frost mats and how it shapes the way he battles on the battlefield. He averages about 1 down per round that he plays on Frost. That is extremely high. That is way higher than my placements when I play her, and this is what I took away from it. You see the way this mat is placed, it's not directly in the middle. It's always off-centered. Always over to the left in this case, if she's playing over to the right. So, if I was to come in on this window, break this open for effect. Typically, you're looking here, mostly looking at this window, but now I hear the Frost in here. I don't want to approach in, say it's castled, or you don't want to come in through that window. Say you're trying to come in through construction. If I jump in order to look down and hit the mat, I have to look to the right and fire. Now I'm looking this direction. Well, Eat's over there. He's going to shoot me in the face. I can't vault in and look for the gunfight. I have to look down and to the right, the opposite direction of where the frost is. Guaranteeing either I die to the mat or I die to the frost. There is no both. I can't kill both. That, causing that 50-50 is what you want to do with your traps in 99% of situations. Another trick we've picked up along the way, and a strategy that we try to implement when having a frost on our team, is creating traps for people. Obviously not just the frost trap, but mental traps for them. So in this case, this will be a high impact hole or rotate hole where someone has to vault in. So they come up the stairs, they believe they have sight control, and they're going to be walking in. Well, frost mat, boom, you're dead.
All friendlies have been eliminated.
Most people aren't going to be looking for a frost mat through a rotate hole. They're typically looking through windows. They're looking through, over shields. They're not going to be looking through rotate holes like that for frost mats. One thing you want to be aware of when placing your mats is the perspective of the enemy player. So as I come down, so say you're attacking bar gaming, and you're coming from the basement trying to get up the stairs. I can see this mat, even though it's the edge of the stairs, which is a popular position. I can see this mat right when I turn the corner. Now, instead, if you are thinking about how enemy movement happens, here I can't see a mat. Come up the stairs. Now, as I'm coming up the stairs, my focus is here. And now, as someone above, I'm going to be turning up the stairs here to engage enemies here. That mat is back there. So as I back up, I would be about to step on it right now as I backed up and go to engage. Another solid tactic with Frost is placing your traps in positions that are either hidden or out of line of sight to a typical or standard peek. More about peeking, if you want to see a video I did about how to properly peek, link in the description down below. So in the situation on LA, this is a very common attack method going through dining, and typically people barricade the door. So say I shot this down, you have all the debris on the floor, you're not seeing right now, and you spot where the frost mat is. I mean, I know where it is, so it's right there, hidden, but that is pretty well hidden in the bushes. So what typical method is, especially if you have an ACOG, is you want to create space. So you're going to be peeking through this door frame, clearing the position. Okay, kitchen's clear. Now you hear someone. Now someone's around the corner. So now you know there's someone tight. So you want to kind of hug this and try to create as much space as possible in order to engage the person here. But say that person's laying down in the corner hidden. You can't see them. Now you're trying to get yourself out here. You're going to swing wide and probably even back up, and boom.
We have been eliminated.
Mat that you don't see while this person stays safe. This mat has killed more people than I could possibly count. I've died to this before as well from other people. So that is a highly successful map that you can steal and use for yourself. Now with Ella, placement of her Grismots are not typically the most important thing. You typically can't walk in the door and be able to shoot the Grismot above the door frame. But one thing you can do is you can take out her mines with Twitch. One thing that my teammate Dwa, who plays Ella, has figured out is to hide his Grismots from being taken out. To place them in a better position. So, say for example on border, are you typically trying to get break room is an important part, and break room and CCTV is an important part of attacking this map. You're coming in, you have Barb, you go through the door. Say for example, you see Ella playing in here. So you say, I'm gonna push into her. Well, one thing I missed as I just droned in, there's an Ella mine in the floor, hiding beneath the barbed wire. So I wouldn't have seen it if I droned in, went right over it. So now as I come in and turn the corner, boom, and I'm dead. For all intents and purposes. You just miss.
All friendlies have been eliminated.
These are a couple different examples of detail-oriented trap placement that can be the difference between successful traps and irrelevant traps. I hope this video was useful. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions or any ideas for future content that you'd like me to cover. And as always, my name is Jpeasy. Take it easy.